But it just introduces all. So there's myself, Director of Business Development. As I say, I'm from England. And then my colleague Marcos Gavassa is on the call as well. He's the Business Development representative. We have Vivian Zitman as well, who's the Partnerships Manager at Rentals United. And also Anna Matos, who's Key Account Manager. And yeah, really excited to connect with you all today. I'm just going to go through a little bit with you about Hostfully and just what we offer. And then we'll go on to the Rentals United side of things. But yeah, so Hostfully, it's we offer two products, and they're to help vacation or holiday rental managers just make your lives easier. Basically, they're just there to streamline and automate workflow, get you better reviews, increase revenue, and everything. Maybe a lot of you already use platforms at the moment. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like the more simplified version of like Excel sheets and managing bookings from different channels. But yeah, Hostfully it's an end-to-end solution. It'll cover everything in addition to channel management. And I'll just give you a bit of a background. So Hostfully started 7 years ago from active vacation rental managers looking for a better solution. Margot and David, based in San Francisco in the US, they came together and started the platform. And we now manage over 50,000 properties. We have clients in over 80 countries, all dotted over the US, Europe, everywhere. Yeah, we serve 250,000 travelers every year who use the platform. And then we have another product, the Guidebooks, which are like a eco-friendly, modern digital version of a binder kind of thing, if you're using those. So they're to enhance that guest experience and service. And they have over 1 million viewers a month with over 500,000 recommendations. And we're really proud to be the only US company to have the preferred partner status with these 3 big channels, which hopefully you'll be using. We're one of 8 companies in the world to have preferred plus status with Airbnb. So yeah, really, really strong to API connection. We're back-to-back winners of the VRB Keystone Awards, and last year we also got Best Property Management Software with the Shorties Award. And as I was saying, yeah, there's 2 products. They're both very separate, but they go hand in hand really well. So the platform, there's loads and loads of features that come with the platform. A lot of automation just to make your life easier so you can relax a bit more. I know property managers like never sleep, so it's always good to find some sort of tool out there that'll really help you. So you can automate emails, text messages, you can automate WhatsApp messages, job creations for service providers or for owners. You can automate reports to be sent out, and you can make those very customizable. You've got owners and service providers portals, unified inbox for messaging everybody all in one space. The channel management's in the pipeline, so you can manage all the bookings coming in from every single channel you can connect with. There's about, I think, 14 channels now. We're really excited to be integrating with Google Travel really, really soon. So be Rentals United, you've already got it, haven't you? Which is awesome. I think
yes,
so.
Yes.
That's
and
so
many
awesome.
more.
And many more, yeah, which is so cool. It's really cool. And yeah, loads and loads of features. So yeah, we do offer a website with a subscription, loads of channels. You've got direct integration with payment processors, you've got open API. Yeah, there's a lot to Hostfully. So yeah, that's a bit about it. And then we've got the app if you're on the go. So if you're on the move, you can use the calendar, messaging, and you can do pipeline actions in there. And we are the most openly integrated platform. So as you can see, Rentals United there's loads of other channels. We've got like automations, you've got dynamic pricing tools, insurance and guest screening, marketing, smart locks and smart home, cleaning and turnover management. You do get turnover free with the subscription. So yeah, a lot of integrations. If you're looking to enhance that workflow or connect with different channels, it's all there. Perfect. I hope that gives you a brief summary of Hostfully and what we offer. I'm now going to hand it over to Vivian and Anna with Rentals United.
Right. Thank you so much, Joseph. First of all, I would like to thank the entire Hostfully team for hosting this webinar and for inviting Rentals United to basically speak a little bit about us, what we do, and share our insights here. So let's kick it off with our agenda. What we're going to cover today on our end is talk a little bit about rentals, talk about our features, elevate our data studio, our best performing channels, channel production, how we can get up started with Rentals United and Hostfully if you're not yet a customer of ours, and basically share with you our contact information and how we work with our pricing. So about Rentals United, our company started in 2014. Ever since our founders created Rentals United in our CEO's basement, actually, little fun fact there, our company has undergone a lot of changes. We are trusted by over 1,000 clients worldwide, representing about 45 countries and distributing over 150,000 properties. We provide some of the best channel connections for the major OTAs, just like Hostfully does. And we have also recognized preferred and premier partner statuses. However, we're also one of the few providers who get you listed on Plum Guide, Top Villas, Wimstay, Furnished Finder, and as we have mentioned before as well, Google Travel. So our features, the benefits of connecting to Rentals United are our features. So we, as a channel manager, we offer the sales channels connections. As mentioned previously, we have over 45 channel connections that we can offer, additional to integrations such as the promotions and opportunity tools that we offer with some of our connections. As a channel manager, we integrate with several PMS partners, Hostfully being, of course, one of them, where we have a pretty robust integration. We provide access to our Elevate. Again, this is our data studio, which enables you to view your booking data, channel performance, revenue management, and basically metrics of your properties to see which properties are performing. We also offer free health card tool, enabling you to analyze your content on each listing to improve your scoring and your conversion. Just like Hostfully, we also integrate to several vacation rental services such as Beyond, Wheelhouse, Doof, just to name a few. And we also offer smart guest communication, which allows our property managers to have the full communication, also responding to their, let's say, Airbnb and Booking.com reviews within the platform. Yes. So I think I will now hand it over to my colleague, Anna, to briefly describe Elevate.
Thank you so much, Vivian, and thank you guys for a great introduction as well. And as Vivian mentioned, Rentals United has several features, and one of the features that we have been working on constantly, and it's a work in progress, but as it stands now, it's amazing for the users because Elevate, it's a performance data platform that allows our users to be able to compare their data with the market. So that means that our clients will be able to make any changes that are needed if they believe that the pace of any information from the market is completely different than the pace that they have regarding their inventory and their data. So Elevate offers a really huge number of different reports, and those reports are from for you to understand what is the channel share regarding all the main channels that we know that we've been using. We have a report regarding average booking value, the length of stay. You will be able to see the weekly evolution of your reservations received as well. You can understand the booking window between your inventory or your properties in comparison to the market. And also those reports come with a massive filter. So you are also able to drill down to if you are managing an inventory with properties located in completely different places, you will be able to filter by cities, by channels, and then even by property size. If you have an inventory with several properties with different number of bedrooms as well. And another important thing about Elevate is it's not just a performance data platform. We are also able to provide information regarding how to improve your listings. So we provide you recommendations. So the property manager will be able to view and review constantly what are the most important facts in the content of those listings that they need to improve. So just as an example, our recommendation system use artificial intelligence. So AI is used for us to identify identify, for instance, like if the main photo is like the bathroom. So then they can visualize and check and say, hang on a minute, is this really the main photo that I want to use for my property? So, and then we will recommend which are the main amenities that normally convert better for each of those channels, and that we go. So Elevate is really a platform that nowadays has been being on our chats with our property managers. We try to use that in our constantly calls, and more than an account manager, Renters United is having conversations with clients on a consultant basis. So this is more or less what is Elevate about.
Amazing. Do we perhaps want to open the floor for a question?
Yeah, I have a question. So when your customers come to you, what is the biggest challenge when it comes to having the right information or sort of data to implement that sort of strategy?
Joseph, I think the majority of the clients normally talk to account managers in general, depending regardless of the market, and they are very curious about how they are doing in comparison to the market. So they normally ask us, but am I the best performance kind of property manager in this particular city? Am I, they're selling most in London? Are my properties like better in the ranking than other properties? So they want to know how they are performing, and they're very curious about different channels as well, because we know that the main channels like Airbnb, Booking.com, Verbal, they normally tend to have the bigger share of the market, but they are kind of trying to move away from just relying on those channels to make those reservations, because there are several things that come with those channels. They want to know which are the new channels emerging nowadays that could be the right fit for their particular listing. So let's say that clients that have rural properties really kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we are able to suggest kind of which are the channels that would fit them best, like Glamping Hub, for instance. So they're very curious, and they're very curious as well how to improve their content. And that's when we talk a lot about Elevate, and when our recommendations come in place. So
awesome, thank you. I didn't catch that. So for rural properties, which is a good channel for them to connect with?
Sorry, say it again. I couldn't hear.
For the for the rural properties, if clients have rural properties, what's the best sort of channel to connect with for them? Is there one that's specifically?
It depends where they are located, but Renters United also have a great book where we kind of recommend channels specified on where the inventory is based. So, but it depends. Glamping Hub is a great channel, and it's really for that niche properties, those properties that are really kind of located in the middle of nowhere. Nowadays, we see that clients, guests are really looking for a new experience. So Glamping Hub, it's a great channel that we connect. So I think we've got a question here.
Yeah, I was going to read it out loud.
Okay.
A question from Samuel Serrano. Apologies if I might have misspoken, mispronounced. So the question is, the average is from Rentals United, or is the average of rentals from the platform such as Booking.com?
It is the average from Rentals United with all the clients that we have connected to Rentals United using this particular channel. So I just want to clarify as well, because nowadays we all listen to people talk about scraping data and real data. So Rentals United doesn't use scraping. Rentals United is using real data. So take into consideration that you've got your own information that we can bring up for you to analyze in comparison to the same period versus the last period like last year. But we also show you data from the market, but the market that we are talking about, real bookings, real cancellations, real average daily rates, real length of stay. We are not supposing that we are scraping information. this is data from competitors from yours, but also using Renters United.
Perfect. Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
Another question in our do we work with Guesty? Yes, we also work with Guesty. We work with many PMS partners. As mentioned, Hostfully is one of our PMS partners. We have a great, robust connection with Hostfully. We pride of this connection as well, I have to say. But yes, we also work with other partners such as Guesty. And one last question, and then I think we should continue with the slides. So if I have a property, and Teresa, if I have a property that you do not have many properties for, is it still valuable? I'm not sure if I understand fully the question. Anna, do you?
What do you mean? Valuable as in?
Teresa, might want to give a little bit more information for us.
Maybe
we can move on. We can always come back to the question with Teresa.
Yeah, sure thing. Maybe we'll have a Q&A in the end.
I have a property in Fredericksburg, Texas. Do you have properties there at Rentals United?
We do.
Yes, we do. Yes, I can confirm. All right. So I think I will continue. Ooh, there's another poll.
Another poll.
Thank you. Great. Okay. So I would like to say that often there's a bigger focus on the OTAs, on the bigger OTAs. So here I'm talking about Airbnb, Booking.com, Vrbo, etc. And what we're trying to do here at Rentals United is offer our clients, yourselves, other alternatives. So not everyone wants to be on the big OTA, or maybe they can't be on the big OTAs, or they want to simply distribute their eggs in several baskets. So for this reason, we're trying to find other channels for our clients to work with, and that can be on a country level, as Anna had previously described, or more niche, or even on a segment level. So yeah, we have the channel guidebook that will give you a lot more insights on which channels would be best for which markets, for which industry, for the whole lot. As mentioned before, we have over 45 channels here in Rentals United, and we handpicked a few for you guys here today to talk over. Best performing US channels. You need to see it from the column side, so left and then to the bottom. So I'm starting here with Top Villas, Plum Guide, Glamping Hub, Google Travel, Stay One, Kid & Co, Wednesday, Zumper, and the Quintess collection. We have also The Dirt, At Ease, Golfham, Make My Trip, and Smiling House. So these are the best performing channels for the US. I simply chose US today as an example, but of course, we also have best performing sales channels in Europe or in specific countries. We have sales channels that are in soft launch, meaning they will go live with us shortly. We have Vacation Renter coming on board. I believe Vacation Renter are quite exclusive and will only accept properties if you have a minimum of 100. This might change in the near future, but for now, these are their requirements. We also have a demand right now for more luxury channels, which is why we've added to our portfolio Blowway and Oliver's Travels. So I will discuss a little bit more about these channels that you have just seen. As we're recording this session, you can have a look at this a little bit more in detail as well later. Top Villas, they're renowned as one of the finest rental agencies in the world. The Top Villas portfolio and company has grown substantially since They were founded in 2010 as a luxury sales channel. They now accept all type of luxury inventory, not just villas. I know it's hidden in the name villas, but it's also other inventory. Yeah, but I have to say their speciality are the villa properties, right? Then we have Google Travel. Google pick and choose which properties to publish in Google. Rentals United cannot really influence this, so this is really on them. If your listing and content is complete in Rentals United, it should go live within 2 days when you're connecting to Google. Then next we have Whimstay. Whimstay is the leading vacation rental marketplace for travelers looking to book last-minute stays at a really great value. So we've seen really great results with this channel because everyone wants to fill their properties last minute as well, right? And then we have Plum Guide, which is another luxury selection. Yeah, they focus on the most outstanding rentals in the industry. They also handpick and choose which properties they want to have live. But they are open to urban and centric locations, and they are looking for properties with a very personalized service. And I think this would be the last slide where we discuss Stay One and Zumper. Stay One brings together a like-minded community of owners and renters, offering also approximately 3,500 properties in over 250 destinations in over 70 countries. So they're also quite big. They like also an exclusive network, and they have around 40,000 discerning high net worth members. And then we have Zumper. Zumper is basically the largest privately owned rental platform in North America, with also more than 178 million visits per year. So this is a very big channel. They have visitors from the US and Canada. And so for this million of visitors, you will have a maximum exposure with them as well. So both of these channels, Stay One and Zumper, went live with Rentals United this week. We don't have full information, as you can see, on Stay One and Zumper, but please don't hesitate to ask us, perhaps maybe next week. I will share the contacts with you later, and then we can go in more detail with these niche channels. Shall we maybe...
Someone's got a pet dog.
I see there's some questions. Maybe we can have a look as well.
Yeah, I have a question as well. If that now the time is good, but I was just wondering, yeah, what are the property management goals for 2023? Do you know of some goals they've got? It's a bit of a general question, but
yeah, very good question. I think, Anna, do you want to take this one since you're in contact with property managers as well?
Sure thing. I think the dog is going down the stairs. That's why it was so noisy. Sorry about that. I'm not the one having a pet dog, but there is one in the neighbor. So what are the property managers' goals in 2023? I think what they really talk to us in calls is really to be able to increase their average daily rate, because that's mainly what we try to guide clients, is to make sure that from one year to another they increase the average daily rate, and then how to do that. So we then guide them in using Elevate so they can have a look at data and then probably check if their competitors are having an average daily rate higher than theirs, and then look at the path. So also they wish to, as I mentioned before, to have a bigger and more diverse number of channels and not concentrate their expectations in having reservations just coming from the main channels like we all know, Airbnb, Booking.com, Vrbo, Agoda. So they want to know which are those new channels coming to the market and how they're performing and how they can contribute with their revenue on a regular basis. So.
Yeah, exactly that. I see Francisco. Francisco also asked us a question in the. Are you tell us cities that are the top performance in certain channels? For example, if we currently don't have any properties in those cities, but there is a trend to look into. Yes, we do have this information. We have Eva, our colleague in the partnerships department who manages the niche channels. And she does have these type of conversations with these niche channels. And this is how we know also what the best performing locations are for these specific type of sales channels. At the end of this presentation, I have also put the contact details there. So definitely feel free to reach out to Eva, to myself, and we can hopefully answer those questions for you. I think we shall continue, and I'm going to give the floor back to Anna, who can talk a little bit about the channel trends we have seen lately.
Yes, and we were talking about how we see clients now asking us how they can get a variety of different channels. So what we did was pulling from Elevate, and this is information like bookings made year to date. So we probably prepared that presentation a couple of days ago. So it's year to date until March 20th. So, and we're going to have a look at the whole production for Florida from Q1 until the 20th. So if we have a look at the left-hand side, we have put all the channels together, niche channels and main channels. And you see that we have, until now, for the first quarter, the market, Florida, the city, and then we managed to pick up on revenue around 26.5 million. We also had 16.4K in reservations. And even though we have decline in number of bookings from last year, because you see we have a little sign in red pointing down. So that is what we use to compare the data exactly for the same period last year. But even though we had some decline in number of bookings, we have increased the AGR, as you can see below. And then on the right-hand side, when we're looking at the niche channels, then we excluded Airbnb, Booking.com, and Vrbo. We'll see that Marriott has the biggest share in the market. And then we also see other channels strongly coming within Marriott as well. We'll see Top Villas, Florida Rentals, we see Home to Go. So all those are niche channels that we've seen taking quite a lot of share in the market. So another interesting thing as well is that even though the bookings have declined for overall channels, you see that on the right-hand side, the average daily rate just for the niche channels had an increase on $20 in comparison to the AGR for the overall properties. So Marriott brought in over more or less 2.2 million in Q1, just so in comparison to last year. And also they have increased around 43% in number of bookings, also in comparison to last year at the same period. So this is more or less what we have an idea about around Q1 for Florida.
Amazing.
I think we have
Any questions?
Yeah.
I don't believe we do.
So I think I have another slide with some good production as well for Europe, so we can kind of have an idea and compare. More or less the same method. So we brought from Elevate reports that will give us an idea how is the production for London. So again, you see that that is a huge production for Q1 when we include all the channels that London is performing really well with. Of course, that if we think about the comparison to last year, more or less the same period. So we know that 2022, the beginning of the year, we still had COVID playing a little bit havoc. So we had not as much production as we expected. So that's why we see that huge increase in revenue, as you can see. And then number of reservations as well, higher AGR. So what we also notice is that on the niche channels that we have on the right hand side, that we have excluded Airbnb and Booking.com, there is a massive market share now coming from those strong and emerging channels like Plum Guide. Marriott has a massive share in their home to go travel station. So this is very important when we talk to clients and then give them an incentive in a way to believe that it's important for them to trust that those channels are also able to contribute with revenue. So it's interesting when we compare their like production, the client's production with the market production. And we see that the market production that includes some of the competitors are really having reservations from those niche channels, and the client hasn't yet connected to those particular channels. So they kind of start thinking, okay, if I have properties that are similar to the market and they are getting bookings, I'm missing out. So I should really be connecting my properties because my inventory is very it's good. It fits that channel. I should be connecting to that channel because I'm missing out in revenue. So those other clients, competitors are getting bookings and I'm not. So that's when they kind of realize that they should really spread the portfolio throughout all those channels as well.
Exactly. As I also mentioned before, it's not distributing all of your eggs in one basket, right? And really making sure that you maximize your potential by actually being on those channels that, bear the fruits, let's say, and get you those bookings in and fill your calendars.
I think I have a few questions here, Viv, to shout out. Like there is one here from Teresa. Do you need a minimum number of properties to be part of Renters United? We do have different categories of our system nowadays. I don't know, but we have just launched our Power Host. It's another Power Host by Renters United as well. And then I think it would be better to discuss with one of our business developers. Depending on the number of the properties that you manage, you'll be putting in one or the other category as well. But and then using different features as well.
Yes. And with regards to the fee structure, I actually will cover this in my last slide. So if you just bear with me one moment, then I can go into that as well. Getting started with Rentals United, if you are you're a Hostfully client, you can get your account open, integrated with Hostfully, and then simply push the listings across to the Rentals United platform. Together, you and our sales representative will check the content, and then once confirmed the information is correct, you will be introduced to a member of the onboarding team who will be assisting you with the channel connection process, alongside providing training on the Rentals United platform and our features that help you optimize your accounts, such as Elevate, as Anna had mentioned previously. So this training is done at your own pace. We want to really ensure that the synchronization between Rentals United and Hostfully and the sales channels are correct, as well as obviously making you feel really comfortable managing the Rentals United account self-sufficiently. And then here we have our contact information and pricing model. So yes, we work on a fixed fee. We don't work on any commissions. It does depend on some kind of tiering. So we have 0 to 9 properties, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, etc. There is the price will be then per month. You can also opt for a 3-monthly invoice, or you would like maybe an annual. That's also all possible. But you'll have any questions with regards to wanting a demo, for example, of Rentals United, feel free to reach out to my colleague, James Buckner. He's our head of sales. You have his email address there. You have myself there as well, Vivian Zitman. Feel free to email me. We have our head of account management, Karen. Anna works with Karen directly, so we can talk if you have any questions with regards to Elevate, or you'd like to have a demo on Elevate and see what other possibilities you have with regards to report. Feel free to reach out. And then for the niche channels, we have my colleague Eva Navarro. She is our niche channel expertise. And she will be able to provide you more information on these niche channels that I have mentioned earlier. I hope that answers the questions for everyone. I'm going to ask one more time if there are any more questions that we can answer. Janine, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I have one property and use owner reservations and have price slabs for pricing. Would this fit alongside what I am using? Yes. Janine, are you also a Hostfully client? But yes, yes, you can use Rentals United as well. Like I said, we have a different pricing per tiering. You can use Rentals United with Hostfully, also independently, and either way would work. We also have connections to Price Labs. So yes, all is possible.
Great questions. Thank you for going through that, Vivian and Anna. That was awesome.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
That was really, yeah, some great questions. I'm trying to think of some myself, but yeah, I'll wait. There's some good ones coming in already. So yeah, no, it's been great to partner with you for so long. It's really awesome, and seeing you grow and scale as well is just so nice to see. And you're also so awesome.
Like
thank you.
We're together.
Teamwork. No, it's great. And plans. It's a bit of a vague question as well, I guess. I keep coming back. But plans for the future? Are there sort of any movements for the future, or is that top secret?
There are a few things under our sleeves, but they're going to be probably presenting in a newsletter to clients very often. As Vivian mentioned before, we've been working on our. We already had our basic guest communication, but we are now using a more developed communication, sophisticated, let's put it better in that way. So, but yeah, a few things. Also, talking about Elevator as well, there are a few aspects of reviews that we haven't mentioned, but that comes with Elevator as well, which is one of the main, not main, but some clients, we still talk to them and then they seem to neglect responding and replying to reviews. So we created a platform which includes the review report, where you can view all the reviews from Booking.com and Airbnb, and also reply from the same platform, which is Elevate. So that helps you to concentrate all your efforts in just one place and not having to log in and log out from different platforms all the time. And we calculate on average how long it takes for you to reply to review on one of those channels, for instance, and then process the same reply via Renters United, and that it's shorter in 1 minute and 7 seconds. So it's quite a quick way. And then you also have a way to analyze, if you're responding on the average days that probably Booking.com and Airbnb normally request. So Airbnb, for instance, is expecting you to reply to a review on maximum 14 days. Otherwise, they will penalize the property. So there are a few things on Renters United that will really kind of streamline your manual work and then facilitate the time that you spend. So in focusing on the real thing, which is creating strategies for your revenue, making sure that you're getting the right property when you are on acquisition, getting the right price, putting the right channel. So all those things you will be able to be assisted by one of the account managers if you are using, hopefully, Hostfully and Renters United all together. So
yeah.
I think we've got more questions coming in as well.
I see Lacey asking, do you need connections with other PMS channel manager? It seems like Rentals United is all encompassing. Marcos has answered, Hostfully offers more features to cover more aspects of property management. So yes, although Rentals United offers quite a lot of features, so does Hostfully. Hostfully also offers not only the property management platform, but also the digital guidebook. You guys have the app as well, which is really cool. Obviously, the synchronization between our two systems is quite robust. Using a PMS facilitates your organization, I would say. It's definitely something that we do recommend, but it also really depends on how many properties that you're managing. I don't know, maybe Hostfully you have something to add to this as well?
Yeah, no, they go hand in hand really well. I mean, just give you a download, Hostfully. Maybe go back to that slide I was on, but Hostfully, yeah, I'll just give you a little bit of download with Hostfully. So yeah, it does sort of encompass. We try and encompass all features within one space, so you can manage everything. You can manage the direct booking website, the channels, and then you've got the messaging all in one space, so you can message guests, owners, cleaners, maintenance teams, all in one space, and you can message by email, text, WhatsApp. So you've got the messaging, you've got the pipeline for managing all the bookings, you've got the calendar, which is great for managing the reservations, and you can quote build in there. You can create reports which are fully customizable. The portals as well. You'll have an owner's portal as well as a service provider's portal. You've got the what else? You've got discount codes for your direct booking website. You've got the analytics, so you can see how everything's flowing. So you can see booking numbers, sales performance, occupancy rates, how well each channel is doing for bookings. The direct integration with the payment processors, so that the payments seamlessly go straight through to your bank account. There's a lot to it. That's some of it. You can automate review replies with Airbnb reviews, and the reporting is automated as well. And there's more. The integrations is great to enhance that workflow. And there is a lot to it. We'll continue to grow. I think what do we bring out this week? We've brought out when an owner makes a block on the calendar, then you can set up triggers. We call them templates and triggers. You set up the messaging, and then you set up the triggers to automate that workflow. So you can maybe automate at checkout for every guest. You can automate a cleaning job for each stay. I hope that kind of gives you a small overview there, Lacey. But we're happy to give you a demo, maybe to give you a bit more insight.
I think, Joseph, also the other slide with the center of the universe is also really, really great for Lacey to have a look at as well, because it just gives a little bit of the ecosystem of you guys and all other integrations.
when did you integrate with Google Travel? Was it? When did you connect with?
Ooh, Anna, I want to say 2 years ago. Am I right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, it was one of the first a pilot that Google started with us. The first integration with a channel manager, I guess.
Yeah.
It was one of the first channel managers that got integrated with Google. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very good. Because I was surprised to see on the graphs before that the Google isn't highly used, but maybe it's because have they recently added the vacation rentals page? I'm not sure. I was a bit sort of unsure there, but yeah, I'm surprised because it seems like a bit of a game changer with Google Travel. It can divert back to your direct booking website, and you can it's, and then you won't have to pay those fees, which is good. But yeah, I was quite surprised to see it was quite low on the graph. It wasn't very commonly used, but maybe it's just up and coming and growing, more and more.
Absolutely. Just like any company, they are also expanding and looking on how to open their doors as well to the vacation rental industry.
Awesome. Google at it again.
Yeah.
Google at it.
Joseph, I think what you mentioned was great because there is a way that most of the property managers are now using Google Travel and integrating their own booking engine directly. So when they search for a property and found in Google, they will not be booking via Google Travel, but that will really redirect straight to their booking engine, booking directly. So even using the company logo and everything else. So this is a way that they will attract more direct bookings, and just take into consideration that Google doesn't charge any commission. So what you are selling your property for is really you're selling your net rate already. So, and then Renters United helps property managers to move forward with that integration as well. So
it's great channel time. We're gonna have it in, fingers crossed, a week. We're just waiting on slight things, but yeah, you're a step ahead there. What you see, that's great. I think it's a really worth jumping onto Google Travel. I think it's gonna be really good, really good to connect with. And we're finding most of our clients, they use Airbnb, Booking.com, and Vrbo. They're the main ones. It was amazing to see the percentage in Florida for Airbnb. That was, what was it, 40-50%, or was it something used? But yeah, a huge amount. Where was that? Should I just flick see? Yeah, 46%. Amazing.
Yeah, big piece of the pie.
Yeah, it's huge. But
I think we have another question here from Rosalie. Is Open API available on the product, I imagine? Yes, we have an Open API, which is great. So if you want to get your own custom API and integrate with Renters United, if that's what your question was about, we offer in our platform all the logs and all the information regarding our API, which you can integrate if it's what your question was about.
Great question. And with Hostfully, they have the Open API for the premium clients, and then you have full access to updating and adjusting everything. Yeah, some great questions. Any other questions? What we will do is we'll send you some details out across after this, so don't feel like you had to take it all in one go. Lots to take in, but it's been really nice connecting with you, Vivian, and Anna. It's really fun.
Likewise, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
Really enjoyed our time as well, and I hope that obviously we were able to give some good insights today.
Yes.
Yeah, I certainly learned a lot. It was great to see those stats and figures. Yeah.
Good.
Where are most of your clients from Renters United? I can imagine they're spread across everywhere. Are they?
Yeah, very good question. So yes, we do have, as mentioned, property managers based worldwide. I do believe that a bigger part of our percentage does stem also from the United States. We also have the United Kingdom and Europe. But we've also opened 2 new markets. So we have opened up in Latin America, and also in India, actually. So that's very exciting.
That's awesome. And are you noticing their channels are quite different, or is it relatively sort of similar?
No, they're different. Yeah, like for India, for instance, Make My Trip will be a channel that has been waited for many clients. So we will have them. We will have the channel probably in a couple of weeks. There is a section of Rentals United that really cares about all the luxury properties that we have. So we've got property managers with really luxury properties, and then that comes with channels like Marriott, Stay One, and Top Villas. So Plum Guide for the EMEA, for the UK market. So we've got that variety of channels which will probably fit specific property managers that are accounts in Australia that would only use Plum Guide, for instance, because their properties are really particularly based in the nature, and then would suit most channels that want properties like that. So yeah, so I've got a variety.
Brilliant. Awesome. And yeah, great question, wasn't it? Yeah, Marcus has replied. Yeah, we'll share the recording with you after this, so you can watch over it again. And if you have any questions, you'll have all our contact details. So if you want to get in touch directly, just drop us a message. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Any other questions? I think I've answered all mine.
I think there's just one last question I see from Ross. What are your top channels for midterm rental besides Vrbo and Airbnb? From the Rentals United end, we have Homelike. Homelike are a midterm channel that have proven to perform quite well. If I'm not mistaken, Zumper as well, that is coming aboard with Rentals United.
Nestpick is also a middle long-term channel as well.
Yeah. And these, again, it depends also a little bit on the location of your property, but also in Rentals United, you'll have your onboarding specialist as well as a customer service representative or an account manager that can walk you through these sales channels and really provide you more information on what's best fit for your type of inventory.
Awesome. Yeah. And any other questions? Oh yeah. How much is the pricing for Rentals United from Honeydoer?
Hi, Annie. So we don't work on commissions. We work on a pricing tier. So it depends really on the amount of properties that you do have. So it will be ranges from 0 to 9 properties, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, and it will be a price per month. Obviously on this presentation as well, we have our head of sales. Feel free to reach out to them. We can give you our pricing there, and ask for a demo with Rentals United as well.
Awesome. I think that, yeah. What do you think? Maybe more might come in, but yeah, it looks like sort of the finalizing. But it's been really nice to meet you both and learn more. And yeah, it's so lovely connecting with you. You're such a not an awesome company, but also an awesome team. Like you're really nice to work with. So thank you for being
Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely, likewise. Really enjoy having done this together, and hopefully, who knows what the future will bring.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, it's
Great.
exciting
And then
times.
hopefully everybody in the webinar could pick up on something to inspire them, and then look forward in how they're going to create their strategy and decide on which channels they're going to put their properties on, and so on.
Exactly.
Definitely, yeah. I've definitely learned a thing or two. But yeah, thanks so much, both of you and Marcos. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to showcase thoughts to you all. And if you have any questions, as I say, just drop us a message. We're happy to go through and maybe provide a demo or just answer any questions. But we'll send you an email out to you soon with the recorded demo, recorded webinar, as well as other details. But yeah, hey, thank you all for joining today. And yeah, thank you again, Vivian and Anna. It's been really awesome working with you here. But have a great day and weekend if we don't speak.